Hello, 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 and welcome back. How are you? Now, you may have seen the title or the thumbnail and you might be thinking, what on earth is going on, Lisa? What are you up to? Well, buckle up, grab yourself a brew, and let's tell you about my latest experience with something new to do with weight loss. Well, I could tell you if it's actually arrived or been delivered, but it hasn't. And this is the first time I've used this company. So, like with everything else, I just thought I would share my experience with you. So hello and welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Lisa. You may have come across my channel because you may have seen me vlogging about taking a weight loss medication called Mounjaro. So it's a weight loss injection. It's a GLP-1 medication and it kind of makes you feel full basically all the time. And I took this medication for 11 months. I started taking it I think it was last July, so over 12 months ago, and I stopped taking it a couple of months ago, probably around 2 months ago. And the reason for me stopping taking it was basically the nausea. So I had lots of side effects along the way. I've got lots of videos you can go back and watch. I've vlogged kind of from my first month all the way right up to the end, and I talk about all sorts of stuff like the nausea and the icky things that nobody really wants to talk about, like diarrhea. I talk about traveling and all sorts of stuff with it. However, the nausea just got too much for me and I went cold turkey and completely stopped taking it. I felt like I'd learned so much in the 11 months of taking it that I thought that I was probably in the best place mentally that I've been. And I just really couldn't cope with the nausea anymore. So I decided my last pen, what I did was I broke it down into 5 45 clicks of the pen instead of 4 60 clicks of the pen. And then after that, I kind of just stopped taking it. Complete cold turkey and stopped. And it probably took about 2 to 3 weeks for me to feel like that nausea had stopped and the food noise coming back, you know, the fridge talking to you going, come and have a little look in here and see what there is to eat, or just kind of like the bigger portions creeping back in. However, I feel like I learned so much and probably kind of overanalyzed everything all along the way. But things like, you know, not really eating first thing in the morning, cutting that breakfast out, having less milky drinks during the day, smaller portions, you know, just so much that I learned along the way. I thought I would be like, okay, doing it on my own. And to a certain degree, I have been okay. And yeah, the food noise coming back is an absolute torment. However, I decided that I was going to just try, and for me it was just about maintaining really and not putting loads of weight back on, not going back to those old habits, but really sort of trying to control what was going on in my mind. So that's what I've done for 2 months. I think I may have put about £3 back on. However, it is kind of fluctuating up and down, but I have been back to the gym a lot more. Admittedly, not much this week, but it's been a tricky week. Let me just put it that way. And it's not like I'm avoiding going or anything. It's just been difficult times and things with work and commitments of an evening that I haven't been able to go. So anyway, it was Monday the 11th, so we're kind of talking about a week and a half ago, and I'd seen people talking about weight loss tablets. So it was Monday the 11th of August, and I have seen people talking about weight loss tablets. Not the same as the Mounjaro injection where it kind of suppresses your appetite and, you know, it kind of takes away that food noise. This is kind of completely different. So let me just get the explanation up, and I'm going to tell you what I've ordered and how it works, how much it was. But something's happened with the delivery, and I think this has kind of coincided with the price of Mounjaro shooting up. So if you're in the UK, it won't come as a shock to you that the cost of Mounjaro is going up on the 1st of September by 170%. And that is for people like me who were private patients, who went to a private doctor. I got mine from Boots the pharmacy. And yeah, the cost of it, thank God I kind of got through my journey. So before this announcement, or no, actually, I think it was kind of like, I don't know if it was before, there was some kind of rumblings anyway in the media about the cost of it. And I thought, right, I've done my kind of like my plateau. I've given myself that breathing space back. You know, I know my habits are healthy, but I wanted to look at something else. I didn't want to go back to the jabs, but I wanted to look at something else. So I looked at a tablet. I'm going to go on to, I got it from MedExpress. Well, I ordered it from MedExpress. Now, the reason I went to MedExpress is because they are a lot cheaper than other providers. And also, I do know quite a few people, vloggers, who I follow online, who've been to MedExpress and they've never really had any kind of issue. So, you know, I wasn't using a code or anything. I was just literally, you know, wasn't getting any discount. It's something I've completely paid for myself. So I went on MedExpress and I had a little look at different alternatives for weight loss medications. So it is still a medication. You've still got to go through like a consultation period. So yeah, it's not like you can just go and buy it over the counter somewhere or just order it off, you know, and it just comes. You still have to kind of do that, you know, that consultation. So this is what I ordered. It's called Orlos or Orlistat, and it is the 60 milligram. And this was $18.99, and there was an option to either buy 12 weeks worth, 8 weeks worth, or 4 weeks worth. So I'm going to stick it on the screen now so you can see the price. 4 weeks, 84 capsules, $18.99. 8 weeks, 168 capsules, $36.99. 12 weeks, 252 capsules, $54.99. Now, I thought I'm just going to do a month. Do you know, I don't really know what it's going to be like, because again, there are side effects to this. It's not just like you take it and there's no side effects. So how it works is you take your tablet with your meal. So you take 3 a day, and it reduces the absorption of fat from food, and it claims you can lose 50% more weight than dieting alone. I'm just on MedExpress website now, so I'm just going to read you a little bit of the information that is on here. So it says, what is Orlos? Orlos is a medication used for weight management. It contains the active ingredient Orlistat, which helps prevent the absorption of fat from food you eat. This can help you lose weight more easily. It's designed to be taken alongside a supportive program boosting the weight you lose from eating a balanced diet to exercising. For every 2 kg you lose, Orlos can help you lose 1 kg more. It says, when should you use it? If you've previously tried losing weight through diet and exercise without results, you may consider other treatments. Orlos is clinically proven to help you lose 50% more weight than just dieting alone, and it's only suitable for people with a BMI of over 28, which mine is. How does it work? Orlos contains the active ingredient Orlistat, which attaches itself to some enzymes of your body that breaks down fat. This stops you from absorbing some of the fat from the food you eat. The medication blocks around 1/4 of the fat from your food you eat from being digested. Any fat that is digested is passed from your body to your stools. So, my loves, I think basically you're going to be on the toilet quite a bit more. Potential side effects: wind, with or without oily spotting, a sudden or more frequent bowel motion, and soft stools. Not everybody experiences them, but if you do, they usually settle after a few weeks, once you get used to the medication. So there's a little bit more information on there. So, like I said, I ordered it on Monday the 11th of August. I paid for it in full, and I ordered a month's supply, and I had no option but to choose Royal Mail, first class, tracked, and it charged me, I think it was £2.99? £2.90 Just check my bill. So it was £18.99 for the tablets for a month's supply, £2.90 delivery. It came to £21.89. On the Tuesday, my order was acknowledged and submitted and the money was taken out of my bank account. Then on Wednesday the 13th, I received an email to say that there had been a slight problem and my order would be delayed by 2 days. And I thought, okay, that's fine, you know, things happen. So I ordered it on the Monday, it was authorised on the Tuesday. First class, I'd probably expect to receive it on maybe the Thursday or the Friday. However, it didn't come, and it didn't come on a Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes we get post on a Saturday and Sunday, especially if it's like a track delivery. Then nothing on the Monday. And I thought, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt, let's get through a bit of the day. And on Monday afternoon, I emailed them to say, hey, I haven't heard anything from you. And I had a email saying my delivery was going to be 2 days late. Please, can you update me? You know, let me know what's going on. So that was Monday the 18th, nothing on the Tuesday. And then the Wednesday afternoon, I received a reply, 10:13 in the morning, and it said, "Good morning, Lisa. Thank you so much for reaching out, and we do apologise for the delay you're experiencing. From time to time, we do have a bit of a backlog with our orders, but rest assured I have sent this through to the relevant team, and they're working diligently to dispatch your order as promptly as possible. You will receive an email confirmation once the parcel has been shipped. I've credited back the delivery fee. I don't think that's fair that you've paid for delivery that is being delayed. We sincerely apologise for the inconvenience that this has caused. If you have any inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact us." Well, Chad, I already did, and I'm still waiting. I have absolutely no idea when it's coming. So, MedExpress, what do we think? Have you ordered from MedExpress? Have you ever had a problem before? Because I've only really ever heard, you know, good things. I've never really heard anything bad. But how long do you think is reasonable for me to wait? I'd kind of psyched myself up a little bit last week. I thought I'd order it on the Monday, it'd probably be here by the Thursday. So I will probably start taking it Friday over the weekend while I'm off work and I'm near a toilet. And then I'll just gauge it and see how I am when I go back to work, because I didn't really want to take it like being the first day in work. No, especially as like this week's quite busy. Anyway, it's still not here. I don't know whether to cancel the order. I don't know whether to order it from somewhere else. Is there now like this big backlog because people are trying alternative things, because next week the cost of Mounjaro GLP-1 medications in the UK is going to rocket? I just don't know. People, fill me in. Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments, how long is reasonable to wait? I'm really curious to see what other people would do in this situation. And if you've ever used MedExpress, I would love to hear your experience as well. So that's it. I'll give you a little bit of an update if it does arrive, but yeah, let me know what you think. And if you've stopped taking weight loss medication, let me know what you're doing, how you are managing. Like I said, I am trying to manage by still doing a bit of, I'm not saying intermittent fasting in the morning, just not eating breakfast because I'm just not hungry really. I find it a bit easy. I can kind of get to like 12, 1 o'clock really without eating anything. I do like a couple of coffees, and then yeah, just kind of get 2 o'clock. I just kind of go a bit like doolally. So yes, that's it for me. It's just a little quickie this evening. I just thought I'd come on and let you know kind of what's going on, because in one of my previous videos I did hint and say I've got something else coming and I've been kind of like waiting, and I thought, oh, I'll do a little bit of a video and I'll take a tablet and I'll let you know if it kicks in, and you know, I need to go to the loo urgently. And then I'm like, oh no, you know, when's this video coming? But like, obviously it's not coming anytime soon. So, because I haven't even had a dispatch notification, and tomorrow is Friday, the 22nd, so that'll be like 2 full weeks. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. And if you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing, because it doesn't cost you anything extra. And you never know, if you do subscribe, you might get a notification to find when this medication actually does arrive and how I'm getting on with it. And Yeah. And hopefully next time I speak to you about it, I'll have the medication in hand and I can let you know how it's going. So basically the phone went, I got majorly distracted. It is now about an hour and a half later. I've edited the video and realised I didn't do an ending. I've just spent 10 minutes chasing Kitty around the garden to try and get her in because it's gone dark. And that's it basically. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you on the next one. Bye.